June 2nd, 2025. If you're catching me live, then welcome so much. My name is Maureen from His Grocery Science, and today we're going to be doing coastal handmade home decor piece. So I hope you guys can go ahead and check out what I'm going to be working on, and that you could inspire you. We're having our friends here on Facebook, and I hope you guys, soon as YouTube kind of throws me out there, that we could go ahead and get this started. All right, so we are going to going to go ahead and begin, and here we go. I have a frame. Oh, good. We already have a B Walker. How are you? Hola, hola. Thank you for being here. And oh, B, it's not you. All right, so I have here a frame, and this is an MDF frame from the Dollar Tree. I bought it back in, as you could tell, in Halloween, during Halloween, for $1.25. I don't know the measurements, but it looks like an 8 by 11, maybe. So I also have a canvas here, and it's a stretch canvas, and it is also from the Dollar Tree, which is in size 5 by 7. And I also have some paper, and this paper is scrapbooking paper. So that's we're gonna be using these three. And the item of the day that we are going to be showcasing, it's seashells right here from my state of Florida. So that's what we're going to be showcasing. So let's go ahead and begin for our friend that is already here and those that will be joining. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to take a little brush, and we're going to give this I would love to use this, but I just don't have my paintbrush is not big in my I'm not what I'm trying to say, my container is not big enough for that, and I'm not going to pour it anywhere else. Let me go ahead and just kind of stir a little bit my paint and wake it up. But I'm going to begin by putting some paper towels underneath this, just to be sure that we don't have a mess by the end. So, all right, so this tutorial is going to be also on that page. I just opened that channel today, His Grocery Science DIY. So I can't go live there unless I have 50 followers. So if you want to go ahead and join me on there as well, we'll appreciate it, you guys. We're going to go ahead and just cover down a little bit of this, the inside of this. And the reason why is because I want to be able, notice that the frame inside, do you notice that it has a little bit of that lip that is not covered, it's not painted at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that painted right on there, and I'm using the Apple Barrel English Navy, and there you go. So that's the number one that we're going to be painting. We're also going to just run the paint just around. The frame has a little bit of black. It's painted already in black. That's how it came. But we're going to just give it a little bit of a bluish tint. I think that will match very, really well with the paper that I have. And you guys, if you have any frames like this, or repurpose a frame, then by all means. I don't have I don't have a frame that I could repurpose of this size that would have worked, but I would have loved that. So, like, you know, the thrift store would be a great place to find one. So, how was your Monday, you guys? How was your Monday? I'll be honest, it felt kind of like a little bit of a quick day for me, which is unheard of for a Monday. Unheard of. But the weather, it was so beautiful. It rained, and the humidity was down, and the heat was down. It was just perfect. To me, it was just beautiful. So, let's see. Oh, thank you. That'd be awesome. Kathleen, how are you? I didn't get to say hello to you, my friend. Thank you for jumping in. By the way, for those that are joining us on YouTube, and I see, let me say hello. I see Denise also here on YouTube. Hi, hi. And it looks beautiful tonight. Oh, my hair. Thank you. I've been trying to do something different with it. And yes, it's finally warming up there in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And oh, we're heading to Pennsylvania, guys. Did we tell you? Over in September, we will be meeting lots of our crafters from Craft from the Clock. We would love to meet you guys in Pennsylvania over in September. And Tracy from Craft from the Clock, she will have all the details coming up very soon. But that is in the works, you guys. That is in the works. And as of right now, I am planning on going, you know, Lord willing, that will continue. So the plans will continue, but as of right now, I am planning on going. All right, so now we have this all completely done. And what I'm going to do here is, because I really don't want the brush looks, the brush work, this, you know, all of the brushes here showing. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to come back, and I'm just gonna go, and I'm going to kind of hide away a little bit of my brush, my bristle strokes here. Just kind of rough it a little bit, and that way kind of make those kind of go a little bit away, and just kind of give it a little bit more of a nice kind of like better finish or better look. You know, if you had a roller, that would be even better. But this is just a dry brush, and that's all it is. And it also helps to kind of dry pretty quickly. So here is our frame thus far. Now I gotta turn it around. And here it is. Oh goodness, low battery. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and start working on our canvas. So to prep here, we already went ahead. I'm gonna remove this, you all. Gonna remove this. I'm gonna let it dry for just a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and put it over here on this side, just while it dries, just making sure that it doesn't run away from me. So I have my stretch canvas here, and we're going to be working on this next. Sorry, you still want the canvas to kind of take the color of the blue. That's what I am wiping with a little wipey here. And let's see. So our canvas here, we're going to be using the back of this. We're in Pennsylvania. Cindy, do you remember where in Pennsylvania we're going to be going? Lancaster, I want to say. It's Lancaster. I believe I'm right. So now we're going to go ahead and start prepping our little frame. So here I'm going to be taking out my little sanding block, and first I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick little sanding, because this becomes, you know, it's kind of a little bit of rough, being that it's a little bit it's kind of unfinished, being that it was covered by the canvas, so there is no need to finish it. So we need to give that, I need to give it that finished look. So I'm gonna just sand it, make sure that we don't have any splinters. September 10th to the 14th, yes, Lancaster. The turntable, yes, it was a $4 find at a Goodwill. I'm sorry, at the thrift store, not a Goodwill, another thrift store. Went a couple of weeks ago with my husband, and he was one of those wonderful finds. You know, the Lord knows what we need. And I surely needed one. All right, so now I'm just filling it to just make sure that everything is nice and sanded. And I just kind of felt a splinter over here. So I'm gonna make sure that I sand that away. Oh, I see it right here. Okay. So feeling for any unfinished. And again, you guys can use any frames you guys want or have, you know, on hand, or as you find. But the whole idea is that we're using 2 frames for a layer look. That's just the bottom line. 2 frames for a layer look. Okay, so now I think I'm good with this. Let me go ahead and remove all of our little dust. Sawdust here. And I think we're good to go. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get a wipey here. I'm going to do the same thing. So what I'm going to do with this is that I'm going to be turning this in gold. However, remember what I told you, I really want something, a color that is going to make it nice and deep. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use the same blue that I have here. Same one that I have here. And we're going to use it to paint or stain our frame. Now, the staples are going to be on the back. We're going to be using the nicer side. That's pretty much it. Now, the only reason why I'm doing this is because the paint is going to kind of help seal the pores of that raw wood, basically. And it's going to give me kind of like a base color for my gold to kind of soak up to and make it a little deeper gold once I add it on. So you'll see. But yeah, but the pores of this wood, they're raw, so they're nice and open. So we kind of have to seal them up a little bit. So it's absorbing right now. This English navy paint, and it's an acrylic paint by Apple Barrel. There it is. Yes, you also. It's been a while since I've been in Pennsylvania. I think the last time we went there, my children were still like my daughter. I think was still a child, was still considered a child. I think she was either 11 or 12, and she's, you know, she is. So it's been probably, I want to say what, definitely at least 8 years since I last was in Pennsylvania. At least 8, probably between 8 and 10 years ago. So it'll be good. I love that area in Pennsylvania. Lots of good finds. So if you are in that area during the month of September, then maybe we could have a date. All right, so now that we have that going on, let's go ahead and dry this fairly quickly and put this all together because we have a flower to make. I'm going to be making a flower with these seashells. So I'm gonna I already did all my painting prep. The next thing is to start putting the project together. So I'm drying up, forcing this little frame to get dried quickly. And I just realized I left one whole side without painting. One whole side here, inside here, without painting it. Ay, 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 caramba. Did not even notice that. Good thing I turned it though. All right. So the whole idea is that, you know, for this, it's not for me to just make it 100% wonderfully painted. It's just that, it's just to kind of seal up the pores of the wood. That's basically it. Anything else that I get around here? Thank you for those that are joining us on YouTube, and welcome so much. Thank you. Welcome to His Girls and Signs. My name is Maureen, and this is your first time here. I will appreciate it before you leave, make sure you give it a thumbs up to this video, and make sure that you're subscribing to this channel. That will help me to grow. Please help me to subscribe. The same thing here. Please follow on Facebook. If this is your first time watching, please follow up and let's become friends. Let's get dating for real. What's the event on Lancaster? It's going to be Lancaster is going to be the meet and greet, basically, for the Craft on the Clock. It's going to be September from the 10th to the 14th in September. So as of right now, I know that I am planning on being there as of right now. So so that's what we have. All right, so now that this is all done, I'm gonna move this out of the way and let's go ahead and get all of the things that we need onto here. I'm gonna quickly just remove any paint because I just don't want to, what can I say, my canvas to get all dirty. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get the papers and fabric on these frames. All right, so now I'm gonna bring back my frame, my original Halloween frame. In this paper, I had already sized it, and it's ready to be glued up. So ready sized it, it's ready to be glued. So I'm going to be just putting it on here. Look at that. Look how those colors pop. Isn't it beautiful? All right, so I'm going to do is that I'm going to put some Mod Podge, but I don't want my Mod Podge to kind of bubble up my frame. And that's what it's probably going to do because it's an MDF frame. So I'm thinking that I'm perhaps going to rethink that and take back my words. And I'm going to use hot glue instead. But what I'm going to do, because hot glue is we need to work fairly quickly. So I'm going to do little bits at a time, making sure that it fits perfectly, and it does. Okay, so I'm gonna work little bits at a time because the hot glue is going to dry up fairly quickly. So. There it is. I did forget that I have got me 2 layers of paper here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just glue it. There we go. I have 2 layers of paper because I forgot one was to help me cut the other one, honestly, because I was having a little bit of trouble sizing it up, and that's all I did. Okay. So I think we're good now. And look how beautiful this is. What do you think of this? Isn't it beautiful? All right, so now let's go ahead and jump and get the other one going. And before we get this one added onto this, look how different, you guys. Same paint, look how different it looks. Same paint, honestly. All right, now I'm making that up. So I'm going to go ahead and get my can't get that word out of my mouth. Rub and buff. Going to put that here. Get the paper again. And we're going to rub it and buff off whatever we not going to use. All right, so I have this. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to turn this a nice lovely gold. Look at that, you all. Hope you guys are watching. Look at that transformation. Look at that. See how beautiful that already picks up the color? Look at this. And that's gonna pick up all of that gold that we have on that paper, because that paper has some gold on there. And as I buff it, I'm going to buff it up with a paper towel instead of a wipey. So as I buff it, then I'm going to kind of show off some of that blue that's on the background here. Isn't it beautiful? Okay. There we go. And you still see some of the grain of the of the blue underneath. Just being really nice. Trying to see the battery here on my phone. It's okay. The battery here on my phone, on the iPhone here, it was my daughter's iPhone, and the battery is running low. It's the whole thing with iPhones, and that's the reason why she got a new one, is because if we're having a battery problem. I have an Android. I use Android. I'm not an Apple person. Let me know. Are you guys Apple or Android? I am a Samsung girl. I've been using Samsung for quite a while. Oh, the paper is gorgeous. Oh, Tanya, you gotta give us some places to go. She says to check out Roots Flea Market. Awesome. It's a meet and greet. Yes. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Did I just lose my little bit of buff that I was gonna apply? Okay, I think I did. Oh, it's on the other side. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Happy Monday, my dear. All right. Let's go wipe it and spread it around. Do the buffing that we're supposed to do. Helps us also to spread it evenly. Well, a lot more evenly than with my finger. With my bare finger. And you all got one more side to do, and then we'll just do whatever touch-ups it needs. And then we're going to finish this baby up by adding a lovely flower made out of seashell. Found the cutest little seashells. And at the time that I was at the beach, I didn't have like anything to hold it in. So we could only get, you know, so many. Besides, I remember we needed to leave because we needed to go eat. All right, so here it is. Oh, last one. I don't want it to get on here, though. So there it is. I'll do the edging on that frame in just a minute. There. Just missing. Just going around, make sure that I'm not missing any sides, and I think I am. So is one side. There. Guys, this week I have another one of my kids having a birthday. So this mama will be celebrating her second born. And he will be turning into an adult. We have a 21-year-old in our hands. This will be happening this week. All right, so this is done, you guys. And I love how it just shows a little bit of the blue at times. Just love that. So I'm gonna buff it up a little bit more. And let's buff up the top. All right. I think we got it. All right, you guys. So now let's go ahead and put all this. And remember I told you about that canvas that we're going to reuse? We are going to reuse it. It's kind of like it gives it like natural material and a natural kind of feel to this craft. I'm going to get my scissors here. And I'm going to follow that line that this has, that line right there. I'm going to follow it, but I'm going to go just outside of it, just slightly outside of it. So I'm going to cut and probably like a centimeter or two. Honestly, that's how much we're going right outside of it. And it's just to kind of help us glue it on. But at the same time, we don't want it to show on the opposite side. Here it is. Can you believe, guys, we're already in the month of June? That means that in 6 months, we'll be celebrating Christmas, you guys. We'll be listening to Christmas carols in just 6 months from now. I'm already thinking of fall crafts. They've been dancing in my head. All right, so now we're ready to, oh, look at that. I still got to cut it some more. Look at this. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Let's try to see. Let's cut 2 sides and see if that works. Some Christmas in July events be participating in. I'm really excited about that. I think I still need to cut some more. Guys, here I am trying to be as quick as I can. And he's not letting me. Okay, I think now we got it. Measure twice, cut once. That's not happening here, you all. It's a Monday. All right, let's see if this will do. That's there. Can you believe I still need to cut some more from this side? Jeez. I'll be so mad if I cut too much. All right, here we go. Ready or not, we're gluing. Yeah, I think we got it. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look here. All right, we're committed. We're committed. Oh, oops, hold on. I just noticed that I still need to cut on this side. Maybe I should have to worry about the staples at this point. Okay, so here it's good. I think I'm gonna have to lift this one up. Let's try this again, shall we? Let me peel that, and let's see. Instead of, I think I was doing it backwards, and that does not work. Instead of putting the frame on top of the fabric, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put the fabric on top of the frame, and let's see if that works best. Okay. Now I'm using the darker side, not the white side. So let's see if that works. Yes, just need to remove some of this glue from this side because it's gonna make it bumpy. Sorry, you guys, I was trying to be as fast as I could making. I just realized that I made a little bit of a mess. All right, let's make it work. Let's see. Are we ready? Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and just put And we're gonna go for it. We're just gonna go for it and see. Lord Jesus, help us. Let's try this, you guys. Let's try this. Ouch. Stretch it, stretch it. Move the glue. Stretch, stretch, stretch it. We did it, you guys. I think we just gotta cut a little tiny bit here. We did it, we did it, we did it. Okay. None of this is going to be shown, only the top part, so don't worry about it. All right, so now, you guys, I feel like my frame is just a little slightly crooked, but nothing I could do about that. Isn't that pretty? What do you guys think? Not sure how much battery I have here on my iPhone. It's looking pretty low. Okay. So I'm going to now glue this on top of here, you guys. And it's not going to be perfect because my frame is a little bit crooked. But I think that looks pretty good on there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and lift up right where it is. Okay, let's see. Then we got it. Okay. So here it is. Is that pretty? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, coming out good so far. Okay, so with this, I'm going to use even down to this lovely little flower that was on our pumpkin, on our and we're going to try to do our little guys, we're going to try to do a flower. And I'm not sure if anybody else is coming behind me because it is 10:45 and it is time for me to go. So I'll see. I didn't see anybody. All right, so I've got all of my gray seashells here. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use this right here to kind of start doing our flower. So I'm going to start adding my glue sticks. And I hope this comes out really well, you guys, because I really like that. And I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and just try it. And hopefully we'll be able to come up with a flower. Hope you guys can see that. I'm sorry I'm rushing for what I feel would have been the best part of this project. Just looking for about the same sizes. And look at that, you guys. Look at that. I think we got it. We got it. Like a good start. So now I'm going to continue filling this up. I'm filling it in. And lifting up. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so you guys can see that. And I'm going to bring you closer. I am the last one. Yay. Okay. So I wouldn't feel so awful. Just gonna just finish this flower here, and I lost one. Finish this flower here, and then we're going to go to bed. And go rest. Oh, you guys, it's coming out beautiful. I'll try to figure out what I'm going to put in the middle. Don't lose another one. Oh, it's a good idea to add them to this little piece of whatever this is, MDF. Who would have known that seashells actually make lovely flower petals? They're beautiful. One of a kind for sure. All right, now comes the larger ones. Wherever kind of is needed, or wherever, because I only have like a few left. So, there. Here. Here. And I think I have probably one or two around here. Oh, look, I had another small one. I didn't see that. Let's see. I think here it definitely needs one. Okay. So I'm going to just fill in with whatever I have left. Okay. Just so that I don't see the bottom part. Anything else? Any other one? Sorry, I'm scraping here. I think I see one more. I'm scraping. And it is beautiful. Guys, it's gorgeous. That's gonna go right on there. You know what I'm going to do is that I'm going to try to oh, I think I found a couple more, and I've used those too. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to try to just hide away. Let me go ahead and, because I don't want this to be shown. So that's all I'm trying to hide here with whatever I have. Yeah. I think I did it as much as I could. Now I'm going to take a little bit of my gray, and I'm going to just hide away that base. That's all I'm going to do. See that base over here? Can you see it? Can you see it there? I'm going to hide it just with a little bit of paint, just to kind of match up a little bit of the same color of the seashells. There we go. And that should be the end of that. All right, so now let's go ahead and glue it all on there. And it's calling for something in the middle. We'll see what that is. Okay, I think that goes there. It's calling for something right there in the middle, and I don't have something else. I'm gonna go look through here through my pearls, because I do think that I have a gray pearl, that I have some gray pearls left from another time. If not, shoot. Give me 1 second, and I'll figure it out. Some blue ones. I know that I have some grayish one at one point. Oh, I think I found them. I found them, you guys. I found them. I'm stuck. Here it is. It's a gray one. Gray pearls. I don't know what size to put on there. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful right in there in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue and drop my pearl in. And I think that's the end of that. I'm going to finally remove this thing. I don't know why I kept it all this time. Don't know why. But this is it, you guys. It is done. It is done. Finished. Finito. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for those that have stuck around here on Facebook, as on YouTube as well. But this is handmade home decor, and you guys, when it comes to being handmade, it's not perfectly made. So just want to let you know, you're still gonna have some imperfections, and you'll see, and that's the beauty about being handmade. Notice that the frame is a little wonky, and that's just the way that it came. So nothing else, but that is pretty. Look at that flower in the middle. Isn't it beautiful? It's a nice, beautiful way of showcasing some of those seashells that we get from, you know, souvenirs from our vacations. So hope you enjoy this, and that now this gives you a little bit of what do you call that, of inspiration of what to do, you guys, with those seashells if you're coming to whatever, Florida here in this state, or wherever you may be going. So I hope you get to enjoy some fun in the sun, and if you pick up some seashells, then here it is. All right. Thank you so much, and thank you for those that have decided to sprinkle, to share into your social media. And don't forget, before you leave, make sure that you guys are following before you leave, and give it a thumbs up. And this, trust me, it will be being sold on this Friday. We're going to have an auction here in Craft from the Clock. Well, not an auction, sale day, sale your crafts on Friday. So I forgot my time. It's in the evening, but I'm going to be, and this one will be sold on there. So now you saw it made. You can make it, or you can purchase it. All right. Have a beautiful night. Have good Tuesday, because I'm not going to be here. But may God bless you. May God keep you. Make his face shine upon you. It is going to be. And may God grant you his peace. Have a beautiful and blessed night, you guys. Love you a bunch. All right. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let me say goodbye here first.